Hey guys, I made a video the other day that was about my blood pressure getting into the dangerously high range, and I wanted to bring it down. And the reason why I believe it was so high is the amount of testosterone I was taking per week. It was 450 milligrams a week, and then 450 milligrams of Primobolan on top of that. And I knew I was pushing the doses, but I still wanted to try that. And sure enough, I was going into like the red of like where you don't want to be going, an unhealthy level of steroids. My body was it just was counterproductive because like I wasn't able to hit the gym properly. I was having all the signs, all these bad side effects like dizziness and shortness of breath and even chest pains, which isn't good. So I brought down the level to where I was doing it before, and now it's been about 4 days, so it's testosterone cypionate. So based on that Esther, like I'm getting back into like where I was at before, and I'm in much better. I'm in like more, I think, the optimal for my quote blasting cycle that I will continue being at. And on top of that, I'm taking the HGH 3 IUs in the morning and 3 IUs at night, and I believe that is going very well. So yeah, just an update on my blood pressure. It is a little bit better. It's still elevated, but it's not at like 150 over 90 anymore, so that's good. The other positive update is I found a new testosterone source, Underground Lab, that is $25 a vial as opposed to $80 a vial, and I tested it today with an extra test kit I had. I bought 2 test kits just to make sure my sources were good, and sure enough, it was on point. It changed color. You do this thing where you crack like a little vial, you put a few drops of test into it and shake it up, and the vial turns like a golden brown, and you match that with the chart, and it matched up with testosterone cypionate. So that's good. The reason why it's good is because everything adding up was just getting in the unaffordable levels. So like the testosterone, I was paying $80 plus shipping, on that, and the Primobolan, and then the HGH is at 200 and something. So like that much gear, like was going outside my affordability levels. But on top of that, I do CrossFit, which is like 80 something dollars a month, and my normal gym's like $60 a month. So it's like everything adds up, and then all the bills, everything on top of that, life stuff. So it's like I'm glad that I got this cheaper UGL source, because it will definitely make things more affordable. And I'm considering going to Masteron, because this new one doesn't have Primobolan, but it has $30 vials of Masteron, which is kind of the anti-estrogenic effect I'm looking for. But nonetheless, I stocked up on a bit more Primobolan, so I'm going to be running that for at least another month or so. And I believe the Primobolan is having great effects on my physique. I've studied, it's probably been on it for about 3 weeks, just shy of a month. My physique and everything is looking better than it ever has, so that's good. And I also think that the Primobolan has a positive effect on mood and like sexuality and just like confidence and things like that. I don't know, just like general mood, everything. I just feel great. I haven't felt this great in a long time. I was kind of a guy before that could be a bit low energy. Like I would go through periods of the day where I'd be like low energy, and then but now I'm just always like on point, good energy. Like I wouldn't say I'm like super high, like excitable all the time, but I'm like ready to go, do whatever all the time, which is good. And the HGH, I mentioned this the other day, the effect it had on my sleep. But I've been waking up, I've been having a lot better quality sleeps since I've been taking it now for over a week. And like I wake up fresh first thing in the morning. Like now I'm the worst morning person you could think of. But I'm waking up fresh, started the day off, like, as soon as I wake up, I'm like, boom, wide awake, good to go. Like, I just had the most refreshing sleep in my life. So, that's a good thing. And as far as my gym exercises go, like, I looked at in the mirror after doing like a bicep back day the other day, and I just had like, I was looking in the mirror, it was like almost at that point where it was like unrecognizable. It's a bit of exaggeration, but I think you guys know what it means, where it was like the pump was ridiculous. I'm like, holy shit. Like, the definition and the swollenness was not like it's ever had before. And I believe the definitions kind of things are popping a bit better. I think that's largely due to obviously the testosterone, but this Primo Bone combo, I believe now that it's been 3 weeks to a month, I believe that full effect is really starting to shine through. And I think as I continue in the next 2 months, that will it will be even more pronounced, the effects of just all the anabolic compounds working synergistically. And I hope my estrogen levels are in check. And that's something that also I was going to mention is, on one of these days off, I probably should have done it today, to be honest, I need to go to a walk-in clinic and arrange to get my blood panel done, blood tests, to make sure things like estrogen and lipids and liver markers, kidney, everything is on check. And to be honest, that's something I should probably do at my age anyway, so it's just good to know. And if one of these things is, say, estrogen, for example, that's the one I'm really curious about. If it's still elevated, then I might add on 200 milligrams of Masteron. You know, if the estrogen's elevated. If it's depressed, then I might take off, or I might add some testosterone, or take off. You know, you can calibrate from there. But I honestly think that I'm in good range, because I'm not having any estrogenic effects. A few weeks ago, when I was pretty much just blasting the testosterone and getting the kind of beginning stages of gyno, it was like swollen nips. And I was like, fuck, like my nips were poking through my shirt. You know, I was just like, what? Wasn't getting like the breast tissue or anything, luckily, as of if I'm sure if I continued doing that I would. But since I've run the Primo Bone, within a week that all subsided, and now in a few weeks of doing it, it's like non-existent, which is good. But to go back to the blood pressure, you know, it still is elevated, and that's expected. I'm thinking I'm just going to cut out coffee, maybe a little bit more, and pre-workout. Like, just take like a little less pre-workout, so just my heart's not fucking going crazy all the time. And so I'll maybe look at some kind of herbal solution, because I don't want to take blood pressure medications or anything like that. Maybe there's some herbal teas or something to calm the system down a bit. But you know, it's expected in doing any type of amount of gear that it's going to go into that, you know, well, before I was going into the red range, now I'm bringing it down to like the orange range, right? And do that for a few months, and then totally cut majority of things down from there, and bring it all back to the green range for a few months. Let everything kind of break, my heart take a break. But I'm sure, based on the projection of how my progress has been, like pretty well, the month of January has been since I started like really on this blast cycle, that, you know, I could see the next 2, 3, 4 months as tissue grows more and muscle tissue grows. I'm sure I'll put quite a few pounds of muscle on, and continue with cardio. So, you know, I'm burn the excess calories, and I think aesthetically I'm gonna be looking pretty good in a few months, based on just this projection. So I'll leave it there, guys. Any questions, comments? Always appreciate people commenting on my videos and responding to them. Love to respond to them and have a conversation. So yeah, if you have anything to say, please leave down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.